morning. Welcome to my podcast, Two Hands and Heart. I'm your host, Ricky Moore. Guys, let's talk about something today. Let's talk about something that I think a lot of people overlook. As people always trying to use this one thing to get over on people. That is that the world owes them something. When you and I both know the world owes you, me, or nobody anything. Some people are still under the impression that, hey, I'm owed something in this world. I shouldn't have to earn anything. Let's fix this right now. Let's get into it. In life, it's easy to fall into a trap of expecting things to be handed to us. Let's freeze that right there for a minute. A trap. I'm going to use this metaphor. It's like, say you've been out in the wilderness and you hadn't had any food for 7 days. All of a sudden, you see the food, but there's this big silver cage around it. But you don't see the cage, but you see the food. It's handed to you right there on a platter. So you see the food, but you're not seeing your surroundings because you're so hungry that your focus is only on the food. So what do? You go straight into get the food and the cage sits down on you. You're trapped. But your mind is still not processing because you're so hungry and so thirsty. So now you've eaten, you've drank all the water, and you fall asleep, say, for 2 days. Now you wake up. This is when reality hits you. You're trapped. You can't get out. The reason why you can't get out because you saw something that you needed, but you didn't see what was surrounding it to keep you trapped inside. You didn't have a plan. You didn't survey the area. This is life. This is how people get trapped in life. The same way they think people owe them, that you need a handout. Not going to happen in life, boys and girls. This is reality. We always think that we deserve success, happiness, and fulfillment simply because we exist. Okay, I can understand that. But the reality is the world doesn't operate on a system of fairness and entitlement. Let me break those two things down. Fairness and entitlement. Fairness from Webster's Dictionary. Impartial and just treatment or behavior without favoritism or discrimination. Let's drill on that one. You know, like I know, this world is based on favoritism and discrimination. There's no way around it. You can't get through it. It's there. It's in our face. It's every day. Seen it. I've dealt with the point of, this is way back in the day, that I wanted a security job. They were looking for a captain of a security company. So I applied, went to the interview. Let me tell you how this thing went. My stuff was so impressive that the guy looks at me and he says, can't hire you because you're too overqualified. How am I overqualified? I have everything that you wanted, but you, if I was an African-American man, that's too much qualification. I understood that. I read between the lines. I know how this works. But anyway, I'm just telling you what I know for facts. Number 2, entitlement. The fact of having a right to something. You know, like I know, there are people in this world that are entitled. You can't get around it. You can't see through it. It shows in our everyday life. There are people that are entitled to everything. And it's something that we have to deal with. It's a reality, and you have to deal with it at face value. But, life is not about what you deserve. It's about what you earn, what you fight for, and what you create with your own hands and mind. Let me dwell on that for a minute. If I'm not mistaken, there's a young man, he's approximately 23 years old, and I think it's in Georgia somewhere. He created some type of machine, if I'm not mistaken, to take plastic and turn it into fuel. He created this at 23 years old. This young man is about to become a millionaire. He's about to get him a warehouse and put all this equipment together and create fuel from plastic. So he used his mind and his hands to create this. We have to create our own things in life, our own opportunities in life. Sometimes we think these things are a burden, but it's a sobering thought to know that no one is obligated to give you, me, anything in life. But let's kind of shift the perspective right now. Let's stop seeing it as a burden. Let's see it more as a call to action. Let's use the truth to free ourselves from the shackle expectations entitled us to embrace the power within ourselves. Let's kind of sit back and think about this. Let's think about those who came before you, before me. They faced adversity, rejection, and hardship. They did not sit back and wait for the world to recognize there were people before us did not have the opportunities that we have now. These people went through pure hell. But the one thing about it is a quote from Winston Churchill. You're going through hell, keep going. This is what the individuals before us, that's what they done. They went through hell, but they never gave up. They kept going through hell until they got to where they need to be to know their worth. This is what I'm talking about. Nobody gave them nothing, so who's going to give you something? These people carved their own path in life against all the odds against them. And they knew they was not a damn thing in life, but yet and still they achieved greatness through grit, perseverance, and relentless effort. They achieved all the things they need to achieve. They laid out the tools for us to use to do the same thing, to create our own opportunity when nobody's not going to give you an opportunity. Create your opportunity. Whenever you realize that no one owes you anything, you'll start waiting for the perfect moment, perfect opportunity, and the perfect handout. Then, only then, when you start creating your own destiny, you can become the master of your faith, captain of your ship. You understand that every step forward you take, nobody can take it from you. You keep pushing forward because to me, it's a testimony of your hard work and your determination. Not a gift that somebody gave you. It's not a gift. It's not a handout. It's something you earned. And I want you to kind of embrace this type of mindset when you start transforming your life. But to me, you'll find you become more motivated and start being more capable to imagine you can do more in life than what you're doing right now. This to me is stop blaming external factors for your circumstances and start seeing yourself powerful and a capable individual to accomplish what you need in life. Don't you remember this? It's not about the world owing you anything. It's about what you bring to the world. Let me stop it right there for a minute. Let's use this as a metaphor. It's like we're going to a dinner. Everybody else is bringing something to the dinner, but you show up to the dinner with nothing. You bring nothing to the table. Why are we going to allow you to sit at our table, eat the food that we slaved over all day, and you get to eat for free? No, you can't sit at that table. You brought nothing to the table, so you can't be there. You have to remove yourself. The same thing, guys. If you don't bring them to this world, what are your expectations here? Let's look at this thing from the reality standpoint. Your dreams, your passion, and your efforts. These are the things that will define you in this world. Your dreams, your passion, your efforts. You got to put all three of those things together. You got a big dream and you got a passion, put an effort forward to make it happen. This is all it's saying. Put an effort forward to make it happen. Take ownership of your life. Work timeless for your goals and never be absent of a safety net to deter you. Let's stop right there. Safety net. Do you remember when you was a child, how your parents would buy you a bike, a small bike with the training wheels on it? Y'all remember that? Well, let me tell you the secret about that. That was your safety net. So say for 3 or 4 weeks, your parents allowed you to ride this bike with 6 wheels on it. And all of a sudden, your parents said, okay, now we got to take off the training wheels. You got to be able to ride this bike on 2 wheels. Your first impression as a child is your response is going to be like, no, yes. Your parents say, yes, you need to learn. So they take the training wheels off. So what happens? You continue riding this bike, you wobbling, and you fall. You continue to fall. You scrape up your elbows, scrape up your knees. Your parents say, get back up on this bike and continue to ride till you get it right. And eventually you get it right. This is what I'm talking about life. This is life. This is what I'm talking about when I say no one owes you. You got to put in the work. This is what I'm talking about. Life is beautiful and fulfillment and meaningful if you do things the way you are taught to do. That means going out and earn everything you need in life. When you earn it, it feels so much better when you earn it. You get that sense of sensation that goes all over your body because you earned it. As I look back at myself, I've earned everything I've gotten. I earned it. Nobody gave me nothing. When I got promoted to police chief, there were things that I had to go earn. I had to go earn a 4-year degree from Shaw University. I had to go on a manager certification from Wilson Tech University. I had to get my advanced certification. I got my advanced certification through the state of North Carolina. I think I got it within 7 years, 6 or 7 years. There were people that to this day still doesn't have an advanced certification through the state of North Carolina. I think when I got mine, there was probably 355 people had it. I think I was 356. I'm not for sure, but that's what I heard. But I have all the things I accomplished on my own. There was something I had to sacrifice that I had to pay out of my pocket for some of the training classes myself, which to me, it paid off in the long run. This is what I'm saying. Don't you sit there and wait on a handout. Don't you sit there and be a person that carries on the same generational curse that your parents carried on, where they will sit and say, hey, you can sit here and wait till people give you stuff all the time. You let people keep giving you stuff, but eventually in life, there's going to be something to return on. They want to return on the investment. I can assure you of that. Nothing in life is free. And I want to leave you with something that kind of caught my attention from Dr. Miles Monroe. He said this, and I'm going to paraphrase this. He said the most wealthiest place in the world is not the oil fields in Texas, not the diamond mines in South Africa, but the most wealthy place is the cemetery. The cemetery is the most wealthiest place you will ever know, because you find greatness there, talented people there, and these geniuses there that are very genius. He said this because these people did not die full. They died empty. They left all their ideas all their creations above ground. They didn't take them with them. So I'm telling you this day, if you got any ideas or anything you want to put it out. Let your talent, let your stuff show now before it's too late. Die empty. Don't die full. Die empty. Leave it all above ground. That way you let people know I made my own way. I created my own path, and I am very successful. So on that note, guys, take care of yourselves. Love you. Thank you very much.